name is Pamela Nga. So before I go into my theme of the day, I just want to give you guys a little rundown of how I found myself at the Shirlma show. So my journey at the Shirlma show started last year, and my friend sent me the link to the Shirlma show, and I registered. My idea wasn't already developed. I was kind of testing it out, but I still applied, and I came to the Shirlma show with 3 objectives: 1, to win, and 2, to learn, and 3, to increase my network. And when I arrived at the Shirlma show, I was received in such a warm atmosphere. I mean, you can see from the pictures. I like to pose. So if there's any photographer, anyone, I'm available. Just pay well. So at the Shirlma show, we had groups. I was the leader of this group, and it was such a great experience for me because even though I didn't win, I left there with a few contacts. So 2 out of my 3 objectives: a few contacts and the ability to know about myself and the entrepreneurship, because I didn't know how to even develop my idea into a project. So after this event, I left the Shirlma show, but my journey at the Shirlma show didn't end because I was picked to be part of a mentorship program. And the mentorship program was with Shirley and Mr. Maina. So when I left the program, I already started my business, which is now a startup, a corporate communication startup. And their help really helped me because in just 2 weeks, I was able to be productive. I was able to change the way I structured my business, which what pushed me to the theme of today, which is what you should adopt to build a brand. So what is a brand? A brand is, in my own words, what people talk about when you're not in the room, what people say about your business, about you when you're not in the room, the image that you put out. And I'm going to be using a pronoun you because it's personal, because I realized that I was the main actor of my business. If things were not working out the way I wanted to, it was because I did develop the brand, and the brand is you. You control the brand. So you can build your brand with my experience and what they've taught me with. Go back. Can you go back? Yeah, you can build your brand with just 4 principles that I also apply. The first one is you should not be afraid of rejection. So I'll tell you guys a little story. Starting up is very hard. There's a lot of complications that come into like structuring the business, money not coming as fast as you should come. Like sometimes money just gets stuck in traffic. Like money is not coming as fast as you should. But when I started my startup, I had problems with structuring the business. And so when I first got the first client, because I didn't really believe in myself, I didn't really believe in the idea. When I got the first client, I did what most entrepreneurs did. I negotiated below the price. And so I called my friend and I told him, so I got a client and he really likes this business idea. And then he told me, so Pam, what's the price that you told the client? And I told him the price and he told me, Pam, you left some money on the table. And I did. Too many entrepreneurs have to adjust to please the client because a yes sounds better than a no. And you need to understand that business is about emotions. Human beings are driven by emotions. So people can sense when you're afraid, they can sense insecurity, they can sense desperation, which is why it's so important for you to exert confidence when you first meet your client. And how do I do that now? When I meet a client, first thing first, I bring my notebook. Anything the client is saying, I'm writing it down. And I'm asking them questions, giving them feedback. And just on that first meeting, I have to negotiate the price. I'm not gonna leave that meeting if the price hasn't been negotiated. It has to be a yes or a no. Anything that is not a yes is a no. And I have to talk about it on the first meeting because it exerts that I'm not afraid to lose them. So you have to show your clients that you're not afraid to lose them because that's how you build your brand. The second principle that I put out is you should add value to what you do. I also realized that what I'm doing is not brand new. Someone else has already done it, someone else will do it, and someone has done it already, or someone is already doing the same thing. Now, what's gonna make me stand out is value. So you need to add value to what you do. And how do you add value to what you do? We'll take, for example, the Apple company. Apple creates a phone, it's just a normal phone. everyone can have the phone, but they've been able to add so much value to the buyers that you even see when someone has an iPhone, the way they even present themselves is different. They have this energy like they're rich or something when it's just a phone. But that's how much value they've been able to add to it. I have one of my friends, every time the iPhone comes out, he's always texting me, "Oh, Pam, I'm gonna sell my kidney to buy an iPhone." I'm like, "Sell your kidney?" He's like, "Yeah, I have two, I can live with one." I'm like, "No, you don't do that." But he sees that the kidney, even though it's a joke, has the same value as a phone because the iPhone has been able to add value to its viewers, to its buyers. So you need to add value. How do you add value? One, you value your time, be on time. If the client says 10:30, you have to be there at 10:25, and if at 10:28 you don't see the client, you leave. You add value by one, delivering results. If you say, you don't be like one of those startups that say they sell shoes imported from Turkey, and then you buy and it's from China, and within 2 weeks the shoe is like this. It starts begging for money, like they used to say. So it starts begging for money. So you need to add by delivering results. You need to add value by knowing what you're doing. Please have confidence. That's how you add value. The next point is you build a brand by knowing your priorities and staying consistent. So the main thing is that brands are built over a decade. It doesn't take a day to build a brand, it takes a decade, it takes consistency. So it's very frustrating when I see entrepreneurs, they start one thing and then they just stop selling. Like they started selling shoes and now they're selling handbags and then they're saying that. It's confusing. You can't build a brand over that. You need to pick one thing and stick to it. And the first meeting that I had with Mr. Maina, the mentorship, I was facing difficulties because I'm a part-time journalist and I'm also doing this startup. I couldn't manage my time. And he told me, "Pam, the problem is you need to know your priorities. You need to know your priorities. You need to choose between those two activities, which one is your side hustle and which one is your priority." So I had to sit down and make the decision. Like when you look at brands today, like let's say Oprah Winfrey, she's a famous media mogul. When you look at her, all you think about is entertainment, TV. I'm sure she has other things that she's doing, but because she's able to stick to one thing and do it consistently, she has built a brand. When someone thinks Samsung, they think phones, tech company. They've been doing that for decades. That's how they build a brand. So stick to one thing, pick your priorities, and be consistent. The last point is about being honest and loyal. So this is more in terms of, because I've been able to interact with entrepreneurs and they always complain about not being able to meet people that are honest, people that are loyal. You know, you start today, the person doesn't come tomorrow, you give him money, you fled with it, all those kind of activities, and it's very sad. And personally, one of the clients that I worked with, she moved to the US and she left me with her products. She works for a fitness brand. She left me with her products, she left me with her phone to manage everything. And though we don't work together anymore, she always said, "Pam, I feel so comfortable leaving you with my brand, with my products, with my phone to run the company because I know you're so honest." And that to me means so much because business is not just about money, it's about relationship. If someone can't trust you with their product, with their brand, then you have nothing. You have to build a brand on honesty and loyalty. So to recapitulate, the 4 principles have to do with confidence, value, consistency, and honesty. Thank you.